How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to yet another Ghosthack live stream. And oh boy, am I hyped for this one. I legitimately am hyped for this one. This one is going to be really interesting and kind of fun for me because it's something that I haven't actually dabbled too much in, and that's production of cinematic music for video games and movies and stuff like that. Let's see this. Yeah, this audio is coming through good. Am I coming through good? Is my voice coming through? Yes, it is. All right, cool. Let me know if I ever need to be any louder or quieter than I ever am. It's hard for me to hear not listening to the stream. But welcome. I'm excited to do this because it means I get to dabble in this genre. And there's something kind of specific that I want to go for. I want to explain here. I want to explain what my goal is with this stream. I kind of want to create cinematic music that the title says is dark and energetic. And I also kind of want to make it heavy because I don't want to just use cinematic sounds. You know, I have a bunch of Ghosthack packs here containing a ton of dark and awesome cinematic sounds. These aren't even all the cinematic packs that Ghosthack has. We have a lot more than that as well. But these are just some that I want to grab from. Some are new, some are older, but they have a lot of good stuff. And I want to use those for cinematic sounds. And I also want to mix in some sound design, maybe some bass design in there that I can throw in to make it a little bit electronic as well. And maybe, if I can, a little bit of metal. Because I've been listening to the Doom soundtrack recently. Doom from 2016. This soundtrack has been out for a while. I don't really game much, but my friend does. And he showed me some of the songs from that. Maybe I'm a little late to this. Late to the hype for the Doom soundtrack. But oh boy, it is awesome. It is incredible. I love it. I was listening to it in the car like half an hour ago. I was just driving around getting myself hyped up because I really wanted to get inspiration from the Doom soundtrack. Now it's not going to be that much metal. Like a lot of that was very metal. I'm not going to do that much for the sake of the Ghosthack viewers and what Ghosthack viewers like. I'm going to try to stick to mostly just cinematic and maybe some electronic sounds. But I think if I could throw a little bit of guitar riffs in there as well, maybe do some chugging, then that could also be pretty dang fun. I don't have a guitar, so that's just an idea that I want to do as well. Hey, welcome. All right, so I'm just go ahead and delete these. Can I delete these all? Wait a second. I can't. Okay, hang on. Purge and use audio clips. Okay. So now we're starting pretty much from scratch. I just have this template up in case I wanted to do that because it takes a while to set up the different like stereo and mono guitars. This is just the Odin guitars and stuff like that. So I don't expect this to be a huge thing because I know most of you guys don't come here for metal. That's just if I want to add that in, I have that there. So Doom is the inspiration. Doom is the inspiration for this. So what I want to start off with is something nice and dark, something generally fast-paced because this is energetic, so I'm thinking that. Is that the tempo I'm thinking? I feel like I have a tempo in my head. I want to make sure I get this part. I want to make sure I get this part right and get this part situated. Just like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Is that 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4? Yeah, I'll go 170. That can be kind of interesting. 170 is nice and a nice energetic tempo. So how do I want to start this? Well, I'm going to go ahead and start looking through these packs and see if I can get some inspiration. I'll start with Crime and Drama, which is kind of a new one from Ghosthack. You can check all these out on the Ghosthack website. Drum stems. This is an 80, but of course these things can be sped up. Seem to be a little quiet. Okay. See, something like this probably has the tempo I'm going for. I won't necessarily use this clip, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to do something like that. That could be pretty cool. So if it changes to slice map. Okay, that kind of mixed up the time a little bit. It's cool, but yeah, let's go metal. Hell yeah. And I think what I want to do is I want to take this and I kind of want to process this because I have an interesting idea. Because like I said, along with the other things I want to do, I want to kind of make this electronic as well. And a lot of Doom is very synthesized. Like I remember I watched the full hour thing earlier today with Mick Gordon talking about his process for doing all this, and it was a ton of processing. He did a ton of processing to his sounds. He took like basic sine waves and noise and stuff like that and ran it through a bunch of distortion and corruption. And I'm not necessarily going to do his process, but I do want to, again, do things that are inspired by this. This isn't Doom music, but this is Doom inspired music. That's important. So I'm just going to route this through, I guess I'll take all the metal stuff that I have already here and just take this and drag this way over here. Just get it out of the way for the new stuff. Also, my computer may die today. This may be its last day living on Earth, but that's okay. We're just going to work with it. Because if I run this just through some basic distortion, it sounds kind of interesting. There's a lot of low end here, so it's obviously just blatantly distorted. There's nothing weird about this. But I have an idea. If I take something like this and then maybe band pass it. That could be very interesting. Because it gets weird harmonics in there. It sounds all broken and corrupted. Then maybe we could add some wave shaping after this. That's cool. That's really cool. I kind of want to mess around with that. So now I'm going to create an automation clip for this right here, and I want to do those steps because it's got a dun 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 like that. So I really want to kind of incorporate that. So let me make this hold right here. So I changed it to hold. Also, let me know. I know I'm sitting right here. I can't see myself on screen, but I know that I'm sitting right here in stream. So if I'm ever blocking something or you can't see what I'm doing, let me know. I'm constantly glancing at the chat, and I can adjust my workflow accordingly. So can I? Nah. So let's start it like here. I have to get this rhythm right. Do. I have to keep that rhythm going. Yeah, it's just online. So now we have this little pattern going right here. interesting. And now we can further sort of corrupt this thing that we have going here. We can add, what if we had an OTT? That's cool. And maybe we can make it a little bit juicy. I don't know if throwing a vocoder on this would be very effective. It's certainly interesting. Another thing that Mick Gordon talked about a lot in the hour, I forget what video it was, but it was an hour of him talking about kind of his process, was that the key to the success of the soundtrack was him being put in an environment where it was okay for him to fail. You know, if he sent the people something that they didn't like, they're just like, no, but keep going because you're on the right track. And that's something that was pretty important to him because he needed to have that environment where he could just try new things and not be afraid to fail. And I kind of want to emulate that in this stream as well. I'll probably try a good amount of things that don't necessarily work too well, but I want to see what I come up with. That, oh yeah. So the Vocoder actually turned out to be pretty useful. I think I'll open up a Maximus. All these super low frequencies I'll make mono, but I won't really compress those much. I'll compress the hell out of these. And I'll probably leave the high end pretty dynamic. Actually, maybe a little less compression. Okay, and the next thing I want to use is this little free plugin called Pancake 2. And all this does is it just pans your crap around. If you're wearing headphones, you're definitely able to hear it. That the phases just switching like that right in front of my ears, it's like making my eyes water. That's weird. But I want to use this. Maybe we can make it a little bit faster here. But I want to do this before everything else. Maybe change this to half. So we're getting different kind of panning positions of this corrupted sound. And then, of course, we can add some effects, like in Serum Effects. Maybe add some like reverb and stuff in here. I don't know that adding more distortion. I mean, it sounds cool, but... I like that, just a little bit of high ringing. And now we can add a little bit of dimension. Yeah, nah, maybe not. Phaser, we can get a good position here. Nah, it didn't really do much either. What I wanted to do was reverb. I've been a big fan of using this plate reverb and just setting the size and pretty low, generally low, and the pre-delay down a lot. So that took this drum loop and turned it into this. And that's going to be extremely helpful. The last thing I'm going to do is just kind of lower this bass. There we go. And now that's kind of a useful sound. Pancake is awesome. It's very, very useful. You could use Auto Pan in FL Studio, but it doesn't have like an LFO setting where you can match to the tempo. It's kind of annoying. But okay, that's an interesting sound. That's good stuff to work with. And I think I'm actually just going to take the same thing. I'm going to make it unique and then just route it into a different channel. So we can have the best of both worlds. And now I'll change it from E generic to... Yeah, stretch is fine. So that's definitely a pretty awesome thing to go for. After that, I'm feeling a synth, actually. I don't know how many synths I can find. Oh, I really feel like I can find some synths. Maybe Trailer Sound Effects has synths. You see sound effects. Oh, there's basses, synths. Let me see what kind of synths. I don't know if they'll have the kind of synth that I'm looking for specifically. Well, that's layering with my guitar if I ever use guitar. It's kind of like this one here, but that was interesting. It needs to be a little tighter. This is actually awesome for the stuff that I'm doing, but I need something a little different. A little more like that. I need something like that. Yeah. I don't know what key this track should be in. I guess it should be an E. I guess I'll make it an E. E is a nice... It's deep enough, but sub bass resonates well there. So I'll do it in E. See if I can't maybe tighten this up a little bit. That's kind of what I'm looking for. See, so this is in D, so all I got to do now is just right click D, and now it's mapped to my keyboard. Like hitting C plays the sample in C now. So that's a quick little trick, so you don't have to really tune anything as long as you know the tune is there, as long as the key is there. So if we're doing it in E, oh, too low. I'm going to start out with just some basic plucks to get the energy going. And I want these to kind of vary around. I want them to be a little different. And I guess a good way to do that also could be to go into tools and scale levels. And now I can sort of multiply the differences here. I can get the tensions different. See, that's not what we want. There we go. Where you can get these samples. These are from Ghosthack Trailer Sound Effects Volume 2. This pack is actually really badass. Like, I love these Brams too. I don't know if they're pronounced Brahms or Brahms. Could be either one. Double A's. I'm not used to seeing that in English, but this pack is just super useful for dark stuff. I love it. This is what I wanted, and you can hear it has a little bit of rhythm to it, and I really like that. So I'll throw this. I gotta keep organized for this one. So this is effect drums, because it's drums with the effects on it, and these are just drums 1. Probably have plenty of drums in here. Oh yeah, drums with the space between the S. And now I'm gonna route this one into 3, and this will be just bass pluck. Make it sound like a monster eating a demon. Yeah. Anything where demons die is doom-worthy. I'm already really feeling this. So I'm going to add a little bit of, let's try out some different distortions on this one. I don't have too many distortion modules. I need to get more because they're so useful, especially for stuff like this. Overdrive, this would be too much probably. No, in fact, it's perfect. Well, without the clipping. Whoa. I love that. So now we're going to go into a limiter. Yes? Yeah, limiter. And then we're going to just bring these down. So now if it ever goes above here, it just clips. And that's probably what it's going to do. Then after that, maybe a little bit of sound goodizer. That's a little over the top. Little over the top. I want to just automate this, so I guess we'll delete this right now. And now I'll just automate this knob right here. And we'll lower this volume because it's very loud. And now let's create this automation clip. I want it to max out at about there. So let's create an automation clip like that. And now I've set the max, right? I don't want it to go above this line. So now what I can do is just copy this value and paste it to the max here. And now, since I paste the value at 43%, that value is now at maximum. So if I push it all the way up to the top, it's actually at that value, which is what I want. Names of the Fruity Blood Overdrive. Yeah, it does sound like an energy drink. I'd buy that energy drink. Imageline should sell that on their merch store. Blood Overdrive energy drink. So now I just want to create a, I don't want it in steps. I want to just create a shape here. That's kind of just a natural progression. It's kind of up and down like this, and then goes up higher towards the end, and then comes back down. That sounds cool. Let's see how this matches up. Oh, I gotta unsolo these. Nice. I I am going to turn this mix down a little bit. So we'll have kind of a mix between the original and the affected one. And now what else can we do to this? I feel like I do also want a little bit of bit crush. I don't think Vocoder. I don't think I'm going to use Vocoder on this one. Or am I? Sounds too good for me not to. It just needs some EQing. This is awfully loud here. Just needs to be controlled in the lower frequencies. There it is. Shimmy wiggle. It's kind of a common theme in our live streams right now, shimmy wiggle. Soft clipping. Let's maybe shorten this sample a little bit. Here it is. Maybe don't want this to be too stereo. I don't want to spend too long on each individual sound. Yeah, it's not stereo, that's fine. And then just a tad bit of bit crushing, and then we'll move on to a different sound because this is kind of coming together. Crush is a great free bit crusher. I definitely recommend downloading it if you need some good free bit crushing. Okay, so now I want some sort of like impacts and stuff like that. Ultimate Cinematic Hits comes in the what's it called? The Tesseract bundle from Ghosthack, which if you're looking for cinematic construction kits and sound effects and stuff like that, Tesseract is my go-to, at least for all of that stuff. The track I played at the beginning of this live stream was a construction kit from Tesseract. But I want to get some samples here. Destruction impacts. Excuse me? Oh, wait. I forgot I have these routed through a specific channel. Yeah, right here. Let me just make sure that never gets muted. Pulling this from a hard drive, not an SSD, so it's not quite as fast pulling them up as I'd like it, but I work with what I have. These are very good, but they're not quite punchy enough. I want something punchy. What's suckbacks? Oh, I've never heard them referred to as suckbacks. I've always referred to them as risers, but I guess this works. And then, yeah, I'll take one of those, actually. I think I need one of those. That one's good. That's simple. It's good. It's straight to the point. I'm just going to take this one and throw that there. It blends together pretty well. See if I can find one that's kind of unique with higher frequencies. I'm actually going to throw this one in here instead. Yeah, that's cool. And now, whoosh hits. Oh, these have whooshes built in. That's cool. I liked Kill Room. Kill Room was interesting. Ooh, definitely taking Thunder. I don't really care for the whoosh. The whoosh is kind of... It's just kind of straightforward. There's not that much to it, but I love the impact. So I'm going to take the impact from Thunder right here and use this at the beginning. And I'm just kind of stitching this together. This is like Picasso's... Picasso making film game music. Like, I don't know what part of the song this is gonna be, but it's kind of hype, so it's probably not gonna be the intro. Yeah, like that. I'm feeling this. This is cool. This is fun stuff. Gotta still make sure I'm not in the way here. I want to get rid of this. Can I get rid of this? I forget how to get rid of this. I never mess with these. On screen. Collapse group tracks? No. How do I get rid of this? I know there's a way to do it. I've done it before, but I never really mess around with it. I don't want to... View. Precise image showing shadows content. Title bars, keep labels on screen. Quadruple boom that piece. Quadruple boom. I feel like there's a way to do this. This would give me much more space to work with. I know I've done this before. Picker panel. Oh, okay, there it is. It's the picker panel. I always forget what it's called. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so there's my stuff. But now, so there's a lot of dynamics, a lot of interesting sounds going on here, but what I need is some actual atmosphere, some actual atmospheric stuff. And I think what I'm going to do for that is just go into Ghosthack Dark Atmospherics. Dark Atmospherics is probably the biggest package out of all of these that you see right here. This is a very big... Alt F4, yeah. Picker panel, yeah, you got it. So now, should I take an atmosphere loop? That could be interesting. Let me see what the atmosphere loops are like. I don't think I want something too high frequency. As soon as I say I don't need that, I get the perfect one. So I'm going to drag this in here, and let's give this a bigger listen. Okay, that's extremely useful. Let me see what other things I can find, though, because there's a lot of stuff in here. They're so good. I'm feeling all of these. Medusa, free distortion plug. I've never used Medusa. That could be cool. like the two that I got right here. Real quick, let me save this just in case something crashes. I don't want it to be lost. This is just Stream Cinematic. They're both in D and we're working in E, but that's very easy. I just pitched them up by 2. This one's very high frequency, so maybe I'll save that one for later. But this one right here would work great for an intro. It's kind of going up and down. There's some glitches. Hell yeah. Sounds awesome. So I'm going to route this into a new thing. Where are we at here? 4? Did I throw anything in 4? No, nothing's in 4. So this one's going to go into 4. And I'll call this is the drone 1. And then I'll throw drone 2 into 5. Because I do want to use that at some point. It's a good solid drone right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. Faceplant is good to make ambience. You can make anything in Faceplant. Faceplant is good at making anything. Also Pad Shop is extremely useful for doing that. That's kind of what it's designed for. I need to get my hands on Pad Shop. I've seen it in use, mainly Virtual Riot, but it does great stuff. Textures. What is textures? A lot of these are very high frequency. I do kind of, for sound effects, I do want to go into Trepidation, dark horror effects. This is Trepidation Volume 2. There's also Volume 1 out as well, but I just grabbed Volume 2 because I figured the more recent, it's probably going to be some more interesting stuff, and maybe it's a little bigger. But I got demo track parts. I just want to see what kind of effects I can find in here. Abstract, like for horror things. I got plans for this guy. I'm throwing this right into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm getting so excited. I haven't been this excited producing new stuff in a long time, actually, to be 100% honest. What I'm doing is I am taking reverb and I'm giving it a boatload. Nice long decay. Nice. I'm actually going to reverse this. So now we have that going on. Vocals. Vocals are a good idea. Add some like cinematic vocals. That'd be awesome. So now I want to record this out. Maybe take down the decay a little bit. And I want to record this out. So let's go into Edison. So now we got a nice sound here with a nice tail. And let me normalize this and reverse it back. And this is going to go right back into 6. So right back through the reverb. And let's change these reverb settings a little bit, maybe a little bit of smaller room, a little bit more high damping and stuff, a little more decay. Maybe just take down some harsh frequencies. Make it sound a little smoother. Also, what we could do is add Pancake before this, and then just do it really, really fast. I want to know what this sounds like. Oh, it's like ring modulation. Oh, that's awesome. I like that a lot. I'm just gonna mix that in. Hello, how you doing? Doing good. How are you doing? So now we're just kind of working on the intro and have to make sure that this tempo is kind of, it's hinted at. It's hinted at. So I'm going to take a little percussion loop somewhere. I can find a percussion loop somewhere. Maybe not in hits. Maybe I can go back to Crime and Drama, because Crime and Drama has some good stuff. Loops, and I can just take some basic, pulse loops. Oh, that's basically like the bass that I was doing before. Let me take percussion and drum loops. I love this. Let me switch this just to the tempo. This is so much fun. And I'm going to add reverb to this. This is really great ambience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What did I just throw into 6? Oh yeah, this is the, it's like a scrape. I'll probably add more of them in the future. Drown it in verb. Oh yeah, I haven't routed these into tracks. Wait a minute. So struggling with my melodic dubstep drop. Melodic dubstep drops are tricky. They are difficult, but as long as you got some big juicy chord stacks, you should be just fine. So this is a clock. And this will be hit 1. And this will be, what did it call it? What did they call it before? It was like a swoosh back? Suck back. Suck back. We'll call that a suck back. And I'll probably have more in the future, so that's suck back 1. And this is going into 8 and 9. So we'll route this right into 8. Ooh, and this right into 9. So now we're really getting somewhere. I am going to compress this, however, because some of its transients are not as high as the others. Maybe just sound goodizer. Make it stand out a little more. Now I will still also put a little compressor here. Yeah, and let's see what other percussions we have here. Oh, these are just the straight up clocks. Mix review. Yeah, everyone uses everyone organizes their mixer differently. It's kind of fun. This is pretty nice. but it's really subtle. Maybe some a little more upfront. Not as upfront as that, but that's kind of nice, and it hints at sort of the corruption that we have with this. So let me drag this right here and fit it to the time. That's a good thing about these atonal stuffs. You don't have to worry about tuning. At least most of the time. Quadruple boom. I don't know what you mean by quadruple boom. You have to specify. Be specific. And I'll run through this through a little bit of processing as well because it seems kind of dry. This would be perk loop. Is this my first percussion loop? Yeah. 10. 79, 10. Pancake again. A little faster. Yeah. EQ. Maybe a little bit of a phaser or something. I just want to make this really interesting. Yeah, we'll mix that in and then reverb. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know. I guess I'm definitely going to mess around with the patterns, but... It does need a whoosh. It needs a whoosh. Whooshes are important. Sound effects loops. Actually, this heartbeat could be very useful right here. And now let's get a whoosh. We need a whoosh. Whooshes, whooshes, whooshes. Shockwave sound effects probably have some weird, like, synthetic sounding whooshes. Effects. I don't really think these are whooshes. They don't seem to have many in here. So those are cool effects, but I want something, maybe something noisy. These will come in very handy when I'm doing more synthetic stuff. But transform. Maybe tension. Tension could have some cool stuff. Whooshes, there we are. In all honesty, I'm just looking for stuff to make this transition a little smoother. So I just need the intro part of the whoosh. Just the upward whoosh. Just the suck back. As a matter of fact, I could go back to those suck backs because those suck backs were pretty good. Where were they? Was it cinematic hits? Suck backs, yeah. Could use the one that I already have, I guess. Ooh. Native Instruments complete. That's all about whooshes. That's cool. I guess a good amount of filmmakers use a lot of Native Instrument stuff, so it makes sense. A lot of contact. I actually have an idea. I've done this before, so I want to make something here. I want to make something and not just use samples. I want to get a piano. I'm just going to use addictive keys for this. And I'm going to get piano, open up. Let's find a good piano preset here. Maybe in these, because I know they have like a horror one. Yeah, and now I want to make sure this is EQ'd. Basically just, I do want to basically get rid of all the low end rumble. Not all of it, I'll leave a little bit of it, but I just want to go like this. I just want to do that. I want to just mash on my keyboard. So I'm going to, is this routed into anywhere? No, it's not. So maybe I can add a little bit of high end. And go to this one. And I just want to mash, so let me go into Edison. And now I'll just record on input and that's probably not a bad one. I just got to hold it out. It's a little low. This one's probably good. I'm going to use this one. And it faded out. Okay, so now those are our sound effects. Actually, this first one is pretty dope, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for this. Nice, good piano mash. And now what we can do with this is we can use it as a little suck back. More delay on that monk. Using your samples, but with loops, wouldn't people end up creating the same music? No, not necessarily. It's like I used a loop. Like this is a loop. But originally was this. It really depends on how you're doing it. It depends on how the loop is used. But it's also just a lot of fun. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to reverse. And you can hear how this sounds. Like that. There's some good sounding static and noise right there, so I'm just going to fade that in as well. And see if I can use that here. I don't know if it'll work, but I've done it before, and it has worked out before. Cinematic. It's always a possibility, but the chances are very slim. People tend to do their own thing. Yeah, that's true. Mash his keyboard. Edison has some cool features for resampling. Figured out how to make dubstep snares. Nice. Trap snares, no, though. Mix 808 snares with 808 claps. I like that. It has a sort of aharmonic tonality to it. I'm going to route this right into 11. And I'm going to just go in here. And take out a few spots. There's little bits of high end there that I want to bring out. And then maybe I can cut the very sub. Yeah, now maybe I can get something from like an actual, some action, like some literal drums going in here. Kind of like that. Because it'll kind of match this this loop right here. Then maybe I can throw vocals in there as well. But I want drums. I don't think this kit right here would be super useful for this. Actually, it might. If I process them right, I'm just going to lay down a pattern here so I at least have it on just a metal drum kit. And obviously these samples are going to get affected a lot, but that's basically our little loop we have going here. This snare needs to be more. Just more. Just pretty much everything, just more. Maybe a little bit of saturation. A little less high end here. Sounds a little too crisp and clean. I just want it to sound nice and maybe a little trashy. Plenty of videos of snare design. 4 times boom and swooshes. See, 4 times boom and swooshes could mean so many different things. I'm just going with what I'm trying to do. Everyone's making trap beats. Everyone is making trap beats. I'm included. And then reverb. Oh, I added 2 wave shapers. When did that happen? Yeah. Why not Fab Filter Q3? Because I don't have it on here. Parametric EQ2 in FL Studio has worked fine for me. That filter is very good. To their credit, they're very good. Trash 2, true. I don't have Trash 2 on here, but... I'll layer that with something else. Right now I want to work on this kick. And I want to add soft clipper. I feel like I kind of took away the transient of this by taking away so much high end. So I'm going to go back, reintroduce a little bit of that. And then post wave shaper, I'm going to take away a little bit. Don't want it to be super hi-fi yet. That's what I'm trying to get at. So that sounds pretty good. Right around 5K. More booms will come. More booms will come. Patience. Patience. As a matter of fact, I have to layer booms with the kick drum here. So what I'm going to go into is cinematic hits. Now for this, I actually want to go into, where is it? Quantum Force Volume 2. Because they do have some good loops here. Want to take individual sounds. Actually, these might be better. do 1 hour. I want to layer different toms with these kicks. Care too much about their decay because they're going to be overlapping, so like that, and then I'll route these all into a channel because these are all going to just serve the same purpose. It's just this custom little too much. What are you talking about too much? I'm gonna lower them in volume. It's a work in progress here. What is this? What is this? Oh, this was the piano. So, mash. That was the piano mash. Oh, I had caps lock on. Yay. 12. Toms. Toms. There we go. It's actually my friend Tom who introduced me to the Doom music first. So 12. 12. What in the world? Okay, there we go. That one goes in 12. This one goes in 12. This one goes into 12. I'm aware there's a quicker way I could be doing this. That one's already in 12. And this one goes into 12. I want this one to be louder. Reverb. Take away a little bit of 3K. Take away a little bit here, because the kick is covering this area. Am I gonna make a VST? I don't know how to make a VST. That would be a cool thing if Ghosthack in the future made a VST. I can't really promise that that's gonna happen, but it's a fun idea. Maybe we can introduce a little bit of double kick drum. So if I take these down to just there, and now I can merge the pattern clips, bring them back up here. Now I can introduce a bit of double kick. And then we'll have to take away actually, we wouldn't have to take away anything because nothing was there yet, but now that we've put it there, now we have to take away on this part. Also the snare, too much low end. Too much low end. Just piano because of panning and velocity. That is true. It is true. Although I didn't want to open up a whole new drum plugin just to throw down these like 4 tom samples. Now maybe we can get some like crash to go by the snare. So these are some interesting hits. They're hits layered with other sounds. Some good sound effects layers, but it's big drums. I want something percussive. All of these are generally low frequency, but they do have snares. Not too powerful here. Those seem to be just for little hits. Big drums, layered hits, metals, percussion, snares, timpanis, whooshes. Let me see what else I can get here. Oh, I could layer something from Shockwave. That could be really cool. Some just impact. Getting difficult to hear me talking. Okay, well, I will turn my volume up. Volume up, volume up. Is this my volume up or down? That is my volume down. Oh, okay, now my volume's up. Okay, let me know if I'm distorting it all as well. But hopefully that's a little bit louder. A little bit louder, yeah. Hey, yeah. Now we're on a little more even volume here. Okay, I want to move on from this as well because I want to get to other parts of the song. Okay, you're going to make melody in this session. I'm waiting for melody and an epic arp. Melody. If I was feeling inspired by a melody, I would. I probably will make melodic elements in this session, but right now it's a lot of atmosphere. I'm trying to see if I can incorporate a little bit of this as well. Let me see. A little bit of this stuff. Because that could be a really good transition into something else here. And then I could take one of these and then just go down. Wonder if I can make it fall. Oh, it turns out you can't really control that with layer right here. But I should have a... There should be a key for me to make it fall. Yeah, kind of like that. This is me holding down two keys at once because some of them have different key trackings, but I'm going to get to melodic elements when it comes in. Yeah, it is Doom. Nice. And that guitar sound needs to be edited a lot because it's not proper. It's not going to fit in. But it is what I have just pulled up. So I'm going to throw this. Where is it? It doesn't show it. So I'm just going to lay a nice long note, and that's, excuse me, and then that's going to be a good thing for us to work with here. And that can last for a long time. Got some good feedback coming after that as well. So let's open this up. Sounds pretty nasty right now. Pardon me, I'm just going to work on one section here. These EQs get a little crazy. And there's the amp sim, or not right here, that's the head. There's the amp sim. I don't actually play guitar, so my terminology could be very weird. But that seems to be pretty decent compared to this. Wait, is that just exactly the same thing? Okay, it's a little darker, it's a little deeper. It's kind of what I was going for. Maybe we can mess around with this. go. Let's see. That's going into So we got something nice right there. I really want to. Where'd my other EQ go? Yeah, if I do this, I can bring out the other harmonics. It's good, but guitar is messy. Yeah, that's kind of the point of the guitar that I have going right now. I remember when I was watching Mick Gordon talking about what he did with his guitars. He literally morphed a guitar and a chainsaw together. It was just like he used a plug-in Morph to have a guitar play based around the sound of the chainsaw. And also, this guitar is just very low tuned. So that's kind of the point of what's going on right now. It could be cleaner if I... oh, I'm not playing it anymore. Excuse me. Could be more understandable, but I decided to go... to make it nice and airy and nice and messy. So now I'll copy this, because this was the original. And that's the new deeper one. So now I will save mixer track state, throw it right on there. And now this can each be penned right and left. And now I can throw on this. To affect everything. Yes, OTT is actually doing a lot. Normally I wouldn't throw this on guitars. I mainly use this for like metal step. A bit of sound goodizer on the guitar. Just to give them a little more impact. Okay, so we got a nice nasty sounding guitar. Then we can add a crap load of reverb on this sample after we record it out. So now let's go Edison and on play. Nope. There we go. And that is our sample. I also have a little guitar, just like realistic emulations of what would happen to people, or what would happen with people. And now we have this, which I can now just do a little zoop and then fade out. I'm going to drag that right there because I don't want to mess around with the guitar tone itself too much past this. I just want to mess around with this specific sample. So this is going to go into 13. I'll say 13. And now we can mess around with this specifically. And we could run it through some interesting stuff. Vocoder maybe? Sounds like someone flushing a toilet. It's so messy. Possible to create a burnout effect in sound design. I'm not sure what you mean by a burnout effect. In my experience, it's been possible to create most things with sound design, but I don't think this is going very well, specifically with Vocoder. But putting yourself in an environment, as Mick Gordon says, putting yourself in an environment where it is okay to fail is a good thing. It didn't really benefit the sound at all, so I'm going to go ahead and delete this. But I do want to add a lot of reverb. And then maybe a chorus. Here's an interesting idea. What if we added halftime? Which I usually use for hip hop, but don't know if this will work very well. Nah, it's a little too deep. Too deep, too deep. So now that'll just give us a kind of intro to the idea of a guitar in here. And we will mix it with a Bram. I don't know what it's called. Help me out in the chat here. What's it called? Is it a Bram or is it a Bram? Either it's one or the other, or it's just debatable, and then we can debate. Where could I find it? Trailer Sound Effects Volume 2, yeah. Not bass. It's an F. Maybe we can change it to... Went one too far. That's not deep enough. That doesn't mix very well. That mixes a little better. That one's awesome though. That doesn't have as much impact. That's an A. Huh. So that's an A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm correct in that, right? That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It needs work. It needs work. But I'm gonna get this transition right. So pure. Let's work with that. and then we'll chop it off. And then it will suck back right into another one here. Yeah. Where did that sample come from? Which one? I believe all of these samples right here. Those all came from Trailer Sound Effects Volume 2 from Ghosthack. This guitar sample is one I just made right now using the Odin plugin right here. Very nice for just basically recreating guitars. You can never recreate a guitar that an actual person would play. You can just never do it. But Odin gets very close, at least for my purposes, when I'm doing stuff like this and like metal step. So now I definitely need downers. Nah. I need to route these into tracks because there's too much interfering low end. That's already in a track. This is going to be, what is this one here? What is this one? Oh yeah, this is the guitar sample. So G sample. This one's going to be Brahm. I guess it's Brahm 1. And this will be Brahm 2. 14, 15. 14. And 15. I like the bass on that one. I want to remove the bass in this one. Then maybe add a bit of distortion. Fruity squeeze. Nah. Fast distortion. There we go. Maybe a little bit of that here as well. That's fun. Sample your mouth's clatters. Sounds gross in a good way. Yeah, you want it to sound nasty. I actually want to stretch these out though, because I want this to stretch the full length of that. So it's just and then lifts up. So I'm going to see if this works. Maybe it'll work, maybe not. If not, I can chop it up and I can fade it, and I know exactly what other stuff I could do. But I have a feeling that's going to work very well. Like there's a drum hit missing before the transition. Probably have to get there. That one actually extends pretty dang close to the time I need it to. Oh, stretch. I can shorten it a little bit. I can also make the sample start a little earlier. Like that. Yeah, guitar chord please, because it's not Doom yet. Power chords are really rough with the Odin, but I think I can add some licks. Yeah, some kind of drum fill here could be pretty interesting. I don't know if I have many fills here that I could use, but something like that I could kind of construct together as well. I have a lot of drums going here, so I just have to be careful. sub bass drop is a really good idea. Just a sub bass drop. I could just sample my voice doing it. I have perfect sub bass drop, perfect sub bass drop voice. And so let me go into Serum, and I'm just gonna create a little sub bass drop. I'll choose analog BD sign. Basically, I'm holding it here, and I just want to control the coarse pitch. Let's change this to bar. Actually, let's change this to 2 bar. But I want it to fade out. I can give it a little bit of impact here by going. Ooh. Actually, no, it's probably not a good idea. Melda Productions VSTs? I don't think so. Now I want to go like this and just create this shape. Basically just an envelope, and then also assign this to the coarse pitch so I can create a little impact. And then let's distortion. Kind of like that. Like it probably wouldn't fit, but it's cool. So now sine fold. Whoa. Okay, sine fold's a bit much. Let's just go with soft clip. Give it a little bit extra there. I wish I could make this an S curve, but I think I'll just deal with that right now. So let's go with that. Let's lay this down in E. And it should last the right amount of time. Just to here. Oh, I could also take a kick. There we go, a nice metal kick. Yeah, like that. That sounds good. It's a very loud sub. Let's route this into 16 right here. And we could even lower it a little bit. Let's see, what else is emanating sub bass? Not this. Not that. Not this. Oh, hello. This is right here. Although I don't really mind that. This is definitely emanating sub bass. But I don't know if I want to take that away. Is it interfering too much with this? Actually, no, not really. Even if they interfere a little bit, it's fine. Not here, but anywhere else doesn't fit. So literally the one place that I put it, you're like, no, don't put it there. Like I wouldn't put it here because it's gonna be just way too much. It's like it only needs it right here. I like it low. Maybe we could distort it more. I don't know that this is going to be of much real consequence. Maybe not with this. Maybe with Blood Overdrive. Nah. Without it, it just sounds. Without it, it just sounds bad. Like it doesn't sound as full. You gotta make sure it doesn't sound muddy though. That's the problem. If I put it up here, it's too much mud. It's right in this muddy, annoying part. I'm hearing it on my headphones and it sounds good. I'm trusting my headphones. But a little bit of distortion is definitely necessary. I don't want to spend too much time on these little details because these little details are just, they're not productive. But I will add that. Yeah, no, the sub's good. The sub's fine. And now, sub bass requires more silence. I just want this to have impact. And I think that's a myth that sub bass requires silence. I'm gonna call that a myth. But I do need more whooshes and stuff. I really liked those, what were they called before? I keep forgetting. Suckbacks. Where were they? Cinematic hits? Yeah. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Suckbacks. Want interesting stuff with like Foley textures. That was kind of nice. These don't seem to be too high frequency. So, thank you. Sub's good. Sub's good. Short risers. Ooh. Oh, I think I know where I need to go for this one. I think I need to go to, now I can use Shockwave. Shockwave could have some good stuff here if I reverse one of these impacts. And I add like a bunch of reverb. I like this, I just want to use this. Since the Venom voice tutorial. My man, my man. It's kind of cool. I just want this Foley from the front. subby wub. Actually, the stutter is awesome. If I can just grab these little slide ins. And I also need cymbals, because it's not right until I have these cymbals. Where can I get cymbals? Can I get cymbals from Quantum Force? Do you have cymbals? I don't know. I don't know if you have cymbals. I may have to, this is the first time I'm gonna have to stray into other packs for cymbals, just because I didn't download one with cymbals. We have plenty of cymbals, but I feel like the one I want has to be just a big. I'll take this is just a classic. This is just a classic cymbal right here from an old free pack. Yeah, one of these. Yeah. Should I bring these back? It sounds so good putting them right there. I've already used them so much though. Really high wet string would also make high strings. Strings would sound interesting. I like strings. I like this little thing, but the little impacts need to be on time. So I'm going to, this one goes here. Yes, no, what? You guys can't make up your mind. Or y'all can't agree with each other. So let me go back to where I was before, and I'm going to take another little upsweep, because these transitions are very important. You have to make sure that the sounds you're working with in here flow together. Am I covering things up? I keep thinking I'm covering things up. If I'm covering things up, please let me know. So always forget that y'all can see me right here, but I can't. Where were we before? Cinematic stuff, yeah. So now let me just take a little suck back. Well, could I use the one that I already have? Nah, it's too big. I need something a little bit smaller. So just a whoosh, just a basic whoosh should be fine. These are big. I don't want something too high frequency. I'll use this. I'll take this and just throw this right here, because I want it to kind of slide into the chunks. It's a little too much. Maybe I could reverse it. That could be interesting. I have a little more of a slide in here. Oh, I gotta line this up perfectly. Yeah, I have space. Yeah, and now I'm going to make this unique, and this is going to start. I'm just going to do something completely new here. I don't want to delete all these, so I'll just go like this. This is going to go halfway, and this one goes all the way. then I want to get a kind of like BFG Division from the Doom soundtrack. Just a little bit of cymbals. So I'm gonna have to go back into these for cymbals. I could probably go. I could go a lot of places for Ghosthack cymbals. I'm gonna go Ultimate Producer Bundle 2020 drums. Actually, no, those don't have cymbals. I forgot. Which ones have cymbals? Cymbals. I know for a fact that the EDM district of the Platinum Producer Bundle has cymbals. So for guitar, heavy sound, you should really add high pitch super saw. That could be cool. Something high pitched is good. This one note melody isn't good there for me. Okay, with all the effects. If it was good being empty, I definitely do have to add higher stuff. So I am going to go through high frequency stuff. I just want to make sure that this is filled out the way I want it to. Maybe I just need like a ride cymbal. I could probably get better ride cymbals from Drum Hero 3. Yeah. Let me get ride cymbals. Yeah, these are what I'm looking for. Right there. Yeah, like that, and I'll just blend these in. And then I'll get the higher stuff. I'll get the higher frequency stuff. It was good being empty. I disagree. This is an energetic thing. Just have to make sure that high frequencies remain here. And I'll make these cymbals. What is in here? Oh, this is sub drop. And these are little cymbals. Cymbals. 17. Yeah, just subtle in the background. With a little bit of reverb. And then I need white noise. Automate 2729 melody with a high cut EQing. There's ideas, there's things that can be done. There's lots of things that can be done, which is good. So I'm gonna just take basic noise that I can get from 3X oscillator. I really just want to use straight up noise. So let's just, any note will do. And then we're going to route this into new track, 18. Because I want to EQ this. Then I want to add verb. And I want to add chorus. Then I want to lower it in volume. And I want to just layer this noise. Oh, it was actually a big note. I want to layer this noise right here. But there's something important I want to do to this noise too. I want to layer it with a sub. So maybe it's very quiet right now. So we're in E, so we have a sine wave and noise, which is something that Mick Gordon, which is something that Mick Gordon actually used a lot in his production of the Doom stuff. Sine waves and white noise. So now I can add distortion, and we get that. And now we can go back into EQing. We can EQ out the sub. And I can control the level of distortion. Like that. White noise be sidechain? Not necessarily, it depends. Depends on what you're producing. The thing to ask yourself is, does it sound good? And if it does, then it is good. Elitists will disagree, but I believe that the ends justify the means. This is obviously a little too much. So I can lower the bass a little bit here. And let a little more noise breathe. Yeah. Sounds pretty good. Maybe it can fall off a little bit here. Does that fall off at all? Is this for an actual game? Nope, I'm just making this for fun. Strings. Someone brought up strings. Maybe a couple people brought up strings, but that is a good idea. That is a brand spanking good idea. So let's pull up Flex and let's get some strings going. Everything sounding good, everything looking good, nice. Now I'm really feeling melody. Nope, all strings. Stuff like that. Did you ever produce for a movie or a game, etc.? Never. This is one of my first times ever legitimately cracking down and trying to do cinematic music. So for my first time doing this, I think it's going pretty dang well. But I've listened to a lot of it recently and I kind of got some good ideas from it. So I like the idea of string chords. Very high strings. Was it C? Yeah. Portamento for strings? Nah. We'll see how it goes. There's different sounds I can choose from. I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started, guys. Let me try things out. Yeah, these will go down to here. Now the high melody doesn't work. Specifically this high melody. I'm thinking maybe I should just not do a high melody and just go just some of this. But these have to be staccato, of course. And then maybe these can be slow. Nah. Let me duplicate this, and I'm just doing these as the I'm just rolling with the punches here. I'm just doing what I'm doing as I go. I don't really have a strict plan. There's a better violin, and I can do staccato. It's nice and squeaky. Sound quite right. Is it too high? Bongo drop. I don't know about bongos. Kind of comes out of nowhere. So that means that I must extend this a little bit. So this is here. This goes here. This goes here. I got long notes here. I'm assuming you mean long notes for these strings up here, which wouldn't actually be bad either. But these are staccato, of course. So we'd have to go into here. Actually, that sounds pretty good. Okay, okay. All right. We're getting somewhere. Producing this stuff takes a long time. I see why video games take so long, all this audio production. And this is just me, one guy, sitting down and just noodling around with whatever I'm thinking about. When a bunch of people come together and they have a really specific plan for things to do, and they're trying to do stuff new and original, I can see how this would take a long time. And then let's merge these. And then we got to do something different here. It's just going up an octave. That's cool. Cymbals are too loud and dry. That is true, these. Well, they're not dry. They have a ton of reverb. But they're a little too high-endy. They can be spread out a little more. Basically, right now, I'm hearing tons of things that I would change everywhere. So everything right now is still subject to change. High guitar instead of high strings. Whew. High guitar would be so harsh. I don't know about that one. Really have to give this one space. Should be pretty stereo. Stereo plugin. Cymbals aren't particularly sharp in their form right now, but if I were to take transient, that is true. Let me save this. Makes them feel a little more distant. This plugin transient is nice, but it sometimes is a little glitchy, so hopefully my FL won't crash on me, especially seeing because I'm using a lot of stuff right now. Like a clean guitar. I don't know if a clean guitar would really fit the vibe, but right now I'm just going to give a listen to what we have so far, and then I'm going to determine where's the best route to go from here. Because again, I could spend like everything on here. I could change. I could work on the details on this. I could work on the details of everything, but I do still want to make progress in making the track. I could spend all day perfecting one 8-bar thing, but I just need to keep moving. How long have we been doing this? Nice, just over 2 hours. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Sorry, I have to adjust my flashlight. The green screen's a little dark in this area. Okay. Guitar play after this part. Yeah, maybe I'll try to do some chugs. I'll try to make kind of a hook, if you call it a hook. It's not really a hook, cinematic music, but yeah, let's give a listen to what we have. So I'm hearing this repeating and then things rising in intensity and then we'll go into a drop. But right now, I hate this snare. Well, maybe it's all right. It just needs to be, it needs to have, I have to have a different snare going here. And also this transition is not very good. There needs to be more string action here. So I'm going to go ahead and work with that. I'm going to make this unique. And I think I'm just going to mainly use high strings for this one. I don't think I'm going to use much lows. Yes, it is an E minor. E minor indeed. So I'm just going to make these a little... I'm going to have these just hinting at the strings coming in. Why? Oh, my keyboard is down like 2 octaves. Or reverb on the high. These are already drowned in reverb. So I'm just going to go like this and kind of continue this action here. Let me go into here and I can do this just to make it rise up. There it is. That's what we need. I love this intro. But I still need a reverse. I know I keep bouncing around. I want to make progress, but this is a lot of fun to just make sure that I get this correct. And now where's a nice big reverse? Where can I get a nice big one? Reverse. I like that these are keyed actually. But I'm gonna have to go like this because these are long. Maybe I can get something, terrors? Terrorize. Terrorize. No, that doesn't really work as well. I need something strong. Something wins. No. Tranquil, toxic. I will use this one. Now, it's in C, so it needs to go into E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's it's a little better. But I just need an air reverse, just a whoosh. If I can find that somewhere, shockwave maybe? No, not shockwave. The trailer sound effects, yeah. These would be good. And now downers. Oh no, I thought these would be high frequency downers that I could reverse. But impacts maybe? Sound effects. I just want noise. I can get noise somewhere in here. Just want noisy stuff. Crime and drama. Sound effects. A lot of these aren't super noisy. Atonal risers. Here we are. It could be a good one, and then we can stretch it out. Let me change this time. Then if I just set it to stretch, will it work? You can tell it's stretched, but I don't necessarily dislike it. Yeah, that one's good. And then stretch it again. And now we're almost to the main part. I just need to get right here and then duplicate this. Oh, need this kick. And then this rise. Yeah, this is going to be cool. So we're going to have to rethink this, what we have going right here. So I'm just going to right now get rid of the fast blocks. Get rid of this. Get rid of this guitar. Stretch it out maybe. And I have to get rid of this. Get rid of this second impact basically is what I'm not looking for. Finally, it's going to be rhythm. Yeah, this goes it goes right into rhythm. So actually, we do want these cymbals to come in, to just keep going like this, because we're going into a different thing here. So I'm going to make this unique. And now I'm going to rethink these drums as well. So we got... Should it be double? If we're doing like drum and bass, like a... Like we're not doing drum and bass, but if we were... No, that's not what I'm looking for. It's like a... Yeah, I have to have a different drum pattern here, and it has to go... can make snare rolls, more snares like road drums. That's a good idea. Maybe panning, it depends. I forgot I had cymbals and stuff up here. Yeah. Like that. And then at the end, do, 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 like that. Kicks rising, true. Small details, that's true. Small details are very important in stuff like this. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slowly fade these guys out, so it's just do, 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 do. And then these strings have to make changes as well. So we got low pass the snares. That's a good idea. I could create an automation clip. ton of risers here. This is just the beginning of this little rise. Also, there's an atmosphere I forgot about. Definitely needs more energy. That's cool. I think I can just fade this in. This is one of those situations where I don't have any... My problem is not lack of ideas at all. So I have plenty of ideas, things I can do, things I can change, things to make it better. So, and this is where I kind of want to go ahead and do the main hook part, and then I can take parts from the main hook part and transfer it into here, because a lot of this is going to depend on what the actual hook is. Now, I don't think I have too much time. Yeah, I've been going for like 2.5 hours, so I have a little bit of time, enough time to do a hook part. And now I can take those snares and do that right there. So let's create this automation clip. This mechanism should appear after the first part with increasing level of chugs. Yeah, I gotta get chugs in here too. I'm not sure what you mean by mechanism, but... Okay, so this is good. This is good. Now we have to pull out, or at least I'm going to pull out, the Odin in all its glory. Let's see. There's a lot of... We don't have to make something complicated here. It does not have to be complicated at all. So I'm just going to throw something down, and then I'll keep noodling with it, and I'll keep changing it. This isn't the final bit of the guitar. Yeah, just something simple to start out. And then maybe I can change it. To like a pinch harmonic. Ooh. I have an interesting idea though. If I go like this, I can set that there. So it kind of pans different ways. Ooh. Hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting riff to just start out. This is just a riff. Okay, it's not really hitting right on the note every time, so I'm going to go in here and maybe lower the humanization a little bit. Force phase raw mode. I don't know much about the Odin, honestly. Info, advanced. So I'm going to turn the humanization down to 2, maybe. After all, we are going to layer. This isn't just going to be guitar. I like that pinch harmonic at the end, though. Mechanism. Yeah, I just called it, what did I call it? Yeah, it's just like effect drums 1, because it's all effect drums. Mechanism should appear after this part. Same level of chugs. Nexus has chugs. That's true. Don't have Nexus, but that's okay. I can make chugs to go along with this. So next, I'm going to just lay down a basic drum pattern here. And then we're going to add layers to the drums and layers to the guitar. Oh. Yeah, this snare is definitely going to need some reinforcement. I made it too cinematic in the past changes. Like that, and then I can do triples. It would give me 1/6 here. Like that. And I'm also going to layer the kick as well, because Doom has these big heavy kicks layered over their metal kicks. So So now I want to create, well, I could create a base layer for this kick here. Well, not for the kick, for the guitars. I have this cheesy, this is just boo bass. This is the only bass plugin I have. but I have it running through some amps to sound a little more legit. Nothing about Boo Bass is legit at all, but it does add a little more impact being kind of synthesized this way. Anyone who actually plays guitar that may be watching this is probably cringing at me using the tools that I'm using, but should I go up an octave? I'll go up an octave here. Praise Boo Bass. Oh, why am I sliding? No wonder it sounds weird. Wait a second, which is the... Man, no wonder it sounded strange. Let me go into here. Which one is the active key switches? Which one is key switches? Key switches for... I just want... Alt pick. C2. Okay. Yeah, now it sounds a little cleaner. Like it's not sliding around. I appreciate it. I forgot that you guys could probably see the message I got on screen, but cool. Yeah, I've been going for a while here. Yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'll try to not to take too long. But I will still keep going, and I want to make things as good as I can. The guitar is nice and messy. That's exactly what I was going for. So now I feel like there's plenty of hits that I could use to layer with my guitar that I found in here before. They'll probably come in the form of bass hits, but I'll high pass them. Attention Ultimate Cinematic Hits, maybe? I want something that has tone, just like a zzz. That's kind of hard hitting. Maybe I could get this from Trailer Sound Effects Volume 2. Brahms. A lot of these could work. I'm going to take this one. And just make it an instrument with this envelope. So the decay. So I can just copy these and paste that there. And I can take away the key switches, because this bottom key switch, if anyone was curious about the guitars, this bottom key switch that I had for the guitars, where is it? Yeah. That's controlling what kind of style of playing it is. Like when I'm hitting C2 right here, that's the just alt picking. That's just picking up and down. And then A1 right here, for example, is like pinch harmonics. So now this is not in the right key at all. This is way too low. I can tell this is going to sound good when I get it right. So this is in the key of E, so let's right click E here, and now we're tuned. Hell yeah, I love this. Okay, that is great. That's like that chainsaw effect that is used in a lot of the other Doom stuff. So what's in 19 here? What is here? I just put something here. Oh. These are the strings. Thought I had strings somewhere else. That's okay. Strings. Parametric EQ2. Let's make sure the stereo field is kind of even because it sounds kind of odd. We're going to stream again to finish this stuff, maybe. If this turns out good and I think it's worth another stream, then maybe I'll stream to finish it. But right now I need, I have these cymbals already here. I don't know if these will work very well if I just take these in. Nah, they're not metal enough. Also that, which is cool. So now I think the next thing I want to do, there's plenty that I want to do, and there's plenty that I know I could do, but I think the most efficient thing for me to do next what is this? Oh, that's a sub bass drop. I don't want that. I think the most efficient thing for me to do next is just to layer some noise stuff over here. Just like that, this noise that we have. And I just have to replicate this pattern so we can layer these together accurately. Parts like this are a little bit tedious, but they're worth it. So now I must add these drums. Right now, I'm not super worried about what's actually legitimately playable. I'm more worried about just making sure this sounds full. And now let's drag these in here. Wait a minute. Yeah, that sounds cool. And now let's go into tools. Let's scale levels. And then actually, no, let's not scale levels. Let's go into randomize under tools. And now it kind of randomizes the velocities. So let's just make sure we have one that we like that one, for example. And it kind of randomizes the velocities, makes it sound like a real person's playing. Now this sounds pretty good. So we can go into scale levels now and control that. Maybe the bell can be a little bit lower, so let's go and scale the levels of that as well. And now I do want to layer this. I need some bigger drums. Bigger drums, and I would just want to just something hard and heavy hitting. The bell perks. It's good to make your first perk weak and second one strong. I guess that does kind of make sense. These aren't really that much different from each other in the first place, but for the bell, that makes sense. So I can take this. Yeah, and now let's now I want to take drums. So I'm going to take some drums just from the Ultimate Producer Bundle 2020 because they have some nice kicks. Maybe I could probably go with a natural kick actually, because a lot of these kicks are still very strong. A lot of these aren't super natural, but let's hear how they hear. Let's hear how they sound. I only want them coming in at certain times. Like maybe in that case we can lower the kick a little bit. And am I a professional musician after this stream? I think so. In my personal opinion, I think you are a professional after you finish watching the stream, of course. Maybe something not quite like this. Maybe something more synthetic. Just a layer like that. Nah. It's too sharp and clicky in the high end. See, that's not far off from what I want. Because now you can barely hear the snare as well. Gonna definitely have to mix this. And let me just take this and duplicate this real quick. And we can change out these samples later. These can always be changed. We go into snares, natural snares. I can at least layer this one. For the snare, no, but for the kick, yes. Let's just highlight this one, this one, this one. Let's get a different snare as well. We're really layering these. I don't think from here though. I think something a little more, I don't think a clap. How easy is it to bend those guitar notes? You can't bend them manually. You can have a long bend or a short bend. Those are your options. Okay, we got some stuff we can work with here. Maybe just more of a tail. If we take out high end, that could generally be what we're looking for. So what's 20? Oh yeah, this will be a guitar layer. So let's route this kick into 21. Again, all of these samples can be replaced later. These are not finalized things. All this is subject to change. And this will be in 22, and this will be in 23. can make my own tail. The bends do sound really good. I might incorporate some of those. And after that, perhaps Wave Shaper? It's crushed a lot. But you see where I'm going with it. I really want to reference something. I really want to use a reference track. Want to use a reference track. Hang on, just a second. I'm gonna have to mute my mic so I don't get copyright struck for this. But I'm going to listen to a thing real quick and just listen to an idea. I'm just gonna go back to BFG Division from Doom because that's, you know, the best one. So I'll be right back. It shouldn't take too long, it'll just be a second. Okay, it's a pretty metal snare that they use. The one problem here is really the kick. It's just a little too digital. So I'm just going to go ahead and find maybe a new kick sample. I'll just see what I can find. They're all pretty digital here. I don't think that'll be much better. Let me see. Yeah, not really. It's not too hot either. So I'm just going to pick a different one. I've never tried using kicks this way before. This one isn't bad. 70 plus voices. So I would go with a really low beefy natural sound. Yeah, there isn't much sub bass. I do need to add more sub bass. So now, I want to add sub bass with just a really basic bass to layer with the guitar. It's not going to be super loud. Again, this isn't an EDM track. This is, I wanted to do this mostly cinematic, but I kind of went metal step weirdness at the end here. But all's well that ends well. I can just make a simple bass, nothing too complicated. Can't say I exactly know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get something to layer. Not FM. Something basic. Our stream, how much time is left? Probably not too much. I'm just going to kind of wrap up what I'm doing here, and I'll go over everything at the end. It's a lot of noise here. We don't need too much of that in the rest of the track. There's a lot of that. I'm just going to try to layer this with the guitar. I could probably just take this from here. Another thing I'm going to do is that. All right. That is our sound. And that is what we're working with here for bass. I am going to sidechain this to that real quick. So I just create this sidechain, go into limit, not multi-band compressor. Psh, you don't sidechain with that, you sidechain with the limiter. And then you go insert 21. Also remove the limiter. Gives a little more impact. Also, the guitar is very, in many ways, not just the guitar and everything, seems to be very atonal. Like if I make this mono, it seems to be a lot of air. And that's from this. But to combat that, I am going to add one more layer. That's just going to be a layer of this. And hopefully this works. so it doesn't sound so harmonically dissonant. Little bit of verb. Also sounds like a saw. Kind of fits the vibe. Well, it is like a saw waveform, but it sounds like someone's actually using a harmonically tuned saw, like in the other room. So I'm going to copy these and paste this here. I don't know how much difference that actually made. But it's there to support. And then I know what we have to do. We have to go. We can get the quadruple booms. Yeah, just like that. And then we can make this unique here. Instead of doing that and that, we're going to go into the guitar. Where is it? Yeah. And then we're going to do a slide. Where can I access a slide? Well, these are slides, but I want to do like a what's it called where you're like that. Maybe I can do even before that. That's cool. And I'll even do like a bend on the bass. Actually, I'll just leave the bass out of it. And I'll slide with this as well. I don't know if that sounds any good. Sounds like it would be good. Yeah, we could just remove the bass in that one section. That sounds good, that sounds good. And now... we have to make sure to duplicate this. Pinch harmonic was kind of highlighted to make it super centered or something. I don't know about centered. It sounds too dry when it's centered. That's why I have it panned differently. And now I'm going to do the thing that, the final thing that I'm going to do here is the thing that people recognize from BFG Division. This is the point where I'm just going to blatantly rip Doom. I'm sorry, I will blatantly rip Doom doing this just because I have to have it in my life. And it is that one part in BFG Division where the synth comes in and it goes... except I'm going to do a different melody. You just need a break. Usually I'm that way too, but this is something where I'm just really going all out. I feel like I've made presets that I could use like it. I just need a screech. Just need some screech. I'm trying to play BFG Division. I've been here for 3 hours. I don't know. I can do it for a while. Virtual Riot did 5 hours. I can do 3. Only if I'm having a good time, though. And I'm having a good time. Make sure this turned down a little bit. Yeah, it sounds so good. But I'm gonna have to change a little bit here. Maybe I'll just lay down the BDF Division melody just to see how it sounds, and then I'll change it up. Again, I'm telling you right now that this is a blatant ripoff of Doom stuff. This is just what they did in Doom. I forget if that's what they did. No, they did this. So I just want to lay this over. Again, some of that sounds better with the BDF Division riff, but that's why we got to change this up. I like the going from low to high. Yeah, waking up and hearing the stuff you did the night before is rough. Maybe that'll happen to me when I wake up tomorrow and listen to this. I'll be like, oh God, I made poor mixing decisions, which I probably did. But we're almost done here. I just have to do this. Nah, I'm not a huge fan of that. That's interesting. Let's hear how this sounds. That sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool. I like that a lot. It sounds pretty badass. So let's just throw this in here. Wait a second. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like a cat fight under my window. Well, it's kind of what it's meant to sound like. I can also do another one. I don't know how my CPU's handling all these serums. That's just, wait a second. I probably have a preset. Ghosthack Essentials for Serum. There's probably one in here. Combat Heavy Chainsaw. Nah, not that one. Engine? Nah, I'm just looking for just a screech. It should be called, I'd probably call it screech. Screecher? Yeah, this would be used in like hard trap or something like that, but I can maybe use it here. Jesus. Dang. where it's soloed here. Make it a little more bearable to listen to. Let There Be Carnage? I don't know. See, I'm not much of a gamer. Like, I don't really game. But but my friend does. And my friend was the one who originally showed me Doom in the soundtrack. And I was like, dude. Hermitcraft, no, I haven't. You just opened the Hermitcraft replay and they played that Doom Eternal song as a joke right now, and it does sound like this. Yeah, it's very, very Doom. Oh, that's what it's called? Let There Be... Oh, I didn't know. I knew there was another one coming out, but I didn't know it was called Let There Be Carnage. Oh, I thought you were talking about another video game. Dang. Okay. So I think... Okay, I think there is plenty else that could be done with this. I could carry on with this for a long time, but anyway, sorry about that. I could carry on with this for a long time. There's a lot I could do. There's a lot I could edit. There's a lot I could change. There's a lot that could be added and take it away. A lot could happen. But I think I'm going to leave it here because I've been streaming for how long? Almost 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it here. But this is a lot of fun. I'm gonna play everything that I have made today right here. And so we can just wrap it up and listen to everything that has been done. Nice. All right, that's really cool. I realized that there's a lot of stuff that I, didn't put in the build up. The transitions could have been better, could have been cleaner, but for the stuff that I have right here, I like it. I like it a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know this was a long stream. Very few of you are probably here the whole time, but even if you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you following me along on this little musical journey of mine, because I've never done this before, and I think it's a lot of fun. I think I'm going to do a lot more music like this, maybe a mix of metal and orchestral. Maybe I'll put more EDM in there, EDM elements in there other times as well. But I appreciate all you guys sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. Happy producing.